Hi Wangari.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
How was
Thank
your
you.
day?
I had a fantastic day. How was yours?
Mine was hectic.
Uh-huh.
We're here now. How would you describe your day today?
Very productive. Interestingly, nothing went as planned, but somehow I still got everything achieved. Everything I had planned for the day.
Welcome to my show.
It's good to be here.
How do you
Thank
feel about this whole us doing hair and conversation?
I think it's brilliant because it's almost like therapy. It's very natural that you'd want to open up to your salonist that's doing your hair, so it just makes perfect sense. I feel like you'll get a few secrets out of me.
Do you wear wigs?
I do.
What's your ideal wig or your go-to wig?
Actually, curly wigs. I like curly wigs that are not too long. So that would be
How
my
long?
go-to. Let's say 22 inches.
22 is quite long.
Yeah, yeah.
So curly, if you were to switch your style, what would you go for?
Ooh, I recently tried a bob, which was way out of my comfort zone, and I loved it. I think I loved how it sat on my shoulder. So, yeah. And then for that day where I'm feeling fabulous, I want to wear a gown. I'll probably do like a long, straight wig. Yeah.
All right. So I think I have something that you may like.
Okay.
Also something that may be out of your comfort zone,
Oh my god.
but I'm hoping you like it.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
So how do you choose what hair to place on who?
Honestly, I do not have like a criteria or a method to how I do it.
Yeah.
I just look at you and I feel like, let me try this one, this one. Yeah, so it's not premeditated. At times I choose the last minute.
Really?
Yes, so there's no criteria to it.
Love it. So it's just you go with the vibe that you're feeling. Okay.
Who's Wangari? How would you describe yourself?
At work, very outgoing, innovative, but I always find a cool way to have fun, even when I'm handling an important or difficult task. Off work, I am actually a shy introvert who's a hopeless romantic and cries to rom-coms. Yeah. I love spending time with my family, just, setting down and recharging my social battery. Yeah, it can be quite confusing because they are polar opposites. Yeah.
How would you describe your upbringing to now where you are?
My upbringing. So I was raised by a single dad. After my mom passed away, I think I was 6 years old, thereabout. So pretty much spent a big part of my childhood around boys because I have 2 brothers and my dad, and my sister was shipped off. So played a lot of video games, loved cars, loved to draw, which is also why I love makeup.
You
Yeah.
do your own makeup?
Yes, most of the time I
You're
do.
good at it?
I like to think I am, but Wakio did something incredible today. Yeah.
So you grew up amongst boys, you said?
I did. 2 brothers and my dad. Yeah. Yeah.
And growing up, did you want to be where you are now, or what did you want to be when growing up?
It kept changing. At some point I wanted to be a lawyer. Then I wanted to work with cars, so maybe work for a car manufacturer. I wanted to play sports at some point because I played football and badminton in high school. So this actually came out of a necessity because after high school I had to raise fees to pay for my college, and that's how I stumbled into bartending. So to be honest, no, I had no idea I'd be making credible drinks and making a living out of being a brand ambassador.
So what does your day look like?
It's crazy because there's no such thing as a routine, and I guess that's what I love most. So a day can start with an early morning meeting at a distributor depot. That's at 7 a.m. Meetings with customers, training with bartenders, planning for events, and on some days end up sat in your chair being interviewed while getting my hair done. So that's what I love about it. It's very dynamic. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, yes, I love it. I love it, and I love that it looks very natural, okay, like you can't see where it starts from.
Where would you wear this?
I would definitely wear this on a date night, or when I'm hosting like a whiskey tasting or a Casamigos party. I definitely want this to be seen by a lot of people because damn, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the mass is perfect. Yeah, it's not too much, but it's, oh my God.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, this looks so good.
So you mentioned
Yes.
that you stumbled upon this job. It's not something that you envisioned doing. I'd like you to take me through that process of you stumbling on this job. How was it? Was it like one day I am doing this and then tomorrow I wake up, I want to do luxury spirits?
Okay, so that's actually an amazing question. So with bartending, like I said, I needed to raise money to pay for my school fees. That's for college. And so when you're straight out of high school, you don't have that many qualifications. So it's not like you can get, an office job. So I signed on to an agency, and it just so happened that one of the brands that we're working for needed to train a mixologist to help push energy drinks. I happened to be the only one that was interested to learn. But then when I decided to make this a career is when I remember I was at an event and I did a cocktail and I was able to achieve the balance, and then the client just closed their eyes like, and that feeling gave me so much satisfaction. So I decided to, keep doing it and become the best version. But then coming to EABL, that was way back when I went back to school. So I started doing events and, linking up with EABL guys. So something that I did is create a brand that goes beyond being a bartender. And for me, that was my makeup, my hair, a dress up. I'd always have a big smile on my face and just bring out enthusiasm. So then people started requesting for Wangari to do the events. And so when this position opened up many years after, it's actually someone that pushed it to me and said, I think you'd be great for this job. The rest is history.
Okay. How was it going back to your dad and telling them, I want to be a bartender and this is what I am choosing to do?
Oh my God. So first of all, my dad is a traditional Kikuyu man. So of course he was very protective, and the notion about women that work in bars. So it did cause a big rift in our relationship because we were close. But I decided to stand for what I wanted, and eventually he came on board. So he was very resistant, but now he's my go-to buddy when I need to have, gin and tonics over the weekend, or when I need him to tell me stories about my mom because I don't know much about her. So I find that us sharing a cocktail, it gets him to open up and even tell me about how they fell in love, So
That's
nice.
nice.
He came around.
And what's the one thing you really, really love about your job?
I think it's the exposure and the reach, because I've been to so many places, I've met so many people, and it's all thanks to my job. But then it also makes you push boundaries because it's a fast-paced industry. So you're always on tours, you always have to keep studying, and then you also get to work with creatives. Oh my God. One of the best things I love is working with chefs and bartenders and seeing them bring flavors to life. And you should see how excited they get when they put that. So just being there and watching it come to life, I love it.
That's interesting. Also, coming up in this in a career that is very unconventional.
Yeah.
What would you advise for someone who is unsure if they want to do this?
Yeah.
Because also, I'm not sure if there are courses or schools that actually teach.
Yeah.
Are there schools?
There are. I think there's a few, Nairobi Bar School, which does. But there's also a lot of online courses. Like we have Diageo Bar Academy, which is a website by Diageo, and it offers a lot of free courses. So I think the first thing, even if you don't have a lot of savings put aside to pay for fees, you can probably start with Diageo Bar Academy and grow your skills as you... Yes, it's actually free.
That's nice.
You just need to sign up with your email. But the real learning is actually on the job. When you're doing an event and you have to figure out how to do 5 cocktails in 2 minutes and figure out the right garnish. So even if you don't get to go to school immediately, at least just start volunteering and get in on something.
Okay. What kept you grounded during the onset of your bartending career? What kept you going, and at what point did you realize that this is actually what I want to do?
Wow, that's a good question. What kept me grounded and going? I think the first thing was the ambition that I wanted to raise money to pay for my college. So even when it got hard, and it was hard, especially when you're learning and before you create a name for yourself and you're being called to events, I was really determined to go back to school. So that kept me going. In terms of grounded, honestly, when my dad wasn't very supportive of me working in the bar, my sister was very encouraging and supporting. And sometimes she'd even like ask my dad to kind of be understanding of the fact that at least I'm making a living in an honest way. So I'd say in terms of what kept me growing, it was the ambition, because I knew I wanted to go back to school. And then the support that my sister gave me, honestly, it meant the world.
And at what point did you realize that this is what I want to do?
There's not a specific point. I think it's the better I got at it and the more referrals I got in terms of gigs, I think it gave me confidence to now make this a career, because I was actually good. Well, I am good at it.
So how was the transition now from you being a bartender to an advocate of the brand, or all the brands that you work with?
I think it's safe to mention that I wasn't always a bartender. So after I raised money, I actually worked for Chris Kirubi in his office. And so I started to interact with, the premium customer and got to understand the detail. So how to speak, how to carry yourself. He was also very particular. He hated mediocrity. So you always had to have your A game on. And I feel like in a way it was preparing me for what I'm doing now, because I get to interact a lot with, industry leaders. And then after, I went on to sell business software. Now that's when my sales and marketing was sharpened. And again, that helped me what I'm doing now, because you need to sell ideas, you need to sell brand stories and communicate with emotion to our consumers. So I think those two parts of my life helped to prepare me for what I'm doing now. Yeah.
And how do you measure success, especially when you're telling stories for the brand?
How do I measure success? I think first is if people actually choose out the brand, how happy they are, and reviews. So the liquid is great, but it's actually the stories that make the brand special. And so if I'm able to tell a story, and maybe after the event, you'll have a guest come and say, you said something that really resonated with me. Or even after a training, a bartender is like, that was exactly what I needed to hear. For me, that's a win, because I'm meant to connect with consumers. So feedback.
And how has been the feedback so far? Especially with Casamigos, how are Kenyans responding to the brand?
So it's a bit it's a mix of exciting, but also I love that Kenyans are open to trying new flavors, new brands. So Casamigos is loved by Kenyans because especially the reposado, it fits perfectly with the Kenyan palate. So Kenyans generally love sweeter drinks that are easier to sip on, and Casamigos is exactly that. But then what surprises them is back in the day, tequila was known as, shots when you just want to get through. But now being able to sip on Casamigos just the same way you would on fine whiskey, I guess that's also like intriguing for Kenyans.
So you'd say we are an open nation, open to trying new things.
Yes, yes we are. We are very adventurous, and we are in a way open to new experiences. We're not stuck to what we drink, and that's great because of tequila and Casamigos.
Okay. Well, how would you describe a perfect cocktail?
How would I describe a perfect cocktail?
Yeah.
That's easy. Balance. So in hospitality, there's something we call bliss point, and so that's the perfect point where it's not sweet, it's not sour, it's right in the middle. So a good cocktail, a fantastic cocktail that will have you ordering for the second and the third and the fourth, and with a smile on your face, will have about 50 ml of the spirit, and then 100 to 150 ml. So in this case, you'd have Casamigos Reposado, 50 ml, and then you top up with apple juice. Apple juice does beautifully with Casamigos, so about 100 to 150 ml. And then if you want to add like a splash of soda, maybe 30 ml. So the trick is the balance. It's not supposed to be very sweet, not very sour, just the right amount. Yes.
What are you sipping now?
One of my faves, Casamigos Reposado. So this is actually a Paloma, which is very refreshing. It has Casamigos Reposado, fresh grapefruit, the pink grapefruit juice, and then some fresh lime and soda water, and then just to create that nice balance of sweet, some agave nectar syrup. Yeah.
So how do you juggle different brands under your belt?
Right, and I think that's a good question because being a brand ambassador, you're representing the reserve portfolio, and for us that's the premium category. So the best way I do it is what occasion am I speaking to. So if it's a celebration, then for me that would be Don Julio 1942 or a Johnny Walker Gold Reserve. If we're looking to have cocktails with my girls, then that would be a Tanqueray 10 cocktail. And then if I'm looking to introduce my friends to a good time, and maybe we're even traveling out of town, then definitely that would be Casamigos, because Casamigos just has that element of bringing friends together. It's easy to sip on. It's delicious with apple juice. Did I mention that?
You did.
So I think the easiest way to have the right brand would be to look at what occasion and marry it to what you're looking to achieve.
You've mentioned something, reserve portfolio. What does that mean?
Ooh, okay. So reserve is basically luxury. If you're looking at tequila, that would be Casamigos or Don Julio. If you're looking at gin, that would be Tanqueray. If you're looking for whiskey, you know, you've closed a big deal, you want to celebrate, that would be a Johnny Walker Blue Label or a Gold Reserve if it's an anniversary. And the simple reason is because we have a wide portfolio of brands from entry level to mid-income and now to luxury. So there's something we say where we have a brand to walk the full consumer journey. So if you're out of high school, you are working on a budget, you don't have that much to spend on, you probably wouldn't go for a Blue Label. For us, that would be maybe a Johnny Walker blonde or red. And then now you're done with college, you've gotten your first job, you have a bit more income to play around with. If it's a gin, now you're playing around, Gordon's. And then you get to a place where you now want to, you know, be affiliated with status, and for us that now is Casamigos or Don Julio. So it doesn't matter what stage of your life you're at, there's a brand at KBL to walk that journey with you.
So it's a whole journey.
It's a whole journey. Yeah.
That's nice.
And so reserve comes at the top, the epitome, luxury.
So for someone who's new to tequila,
Yeah.
and how best should they enjoy their Casamigos? Would you recommend Casamigos for someone who's relatively new to tequila?
Absolutely. And I think the first thing that you need to know is we're coming from a place where tequila was known to be had as shots with salt and lemon, but that's supposed to mask how harsh the tequila could be. But then when you're sipping on Casamigos, which has been aged in an oak barrel, special care and attention has been paid to how the tequila is done, you now want to sit back and sip on it pole pole. So if it's over ice, if you want to add a splash of apple juice, or if you want to make like a nice Paloma cocktail, what you need to know is that with Casamigos, you're meant to enjoy it. You're meant to appreciate the flavors. You're meant to not have it with salt and lemon.
Why?
Because it's pretty smooth. You don't need to mask it with the salt and lemon. So if you do that with Casamigos, it actually waters down the experience. So you want to have some vanilla notes coming through, the fresh agave, which get drowned in salt and lemon. So definitely not salt and lemon kind of tequila. Sip on it. Appreciate the flavors. And you can even have it with some food. It also does well with food.
It does?
Well with food.
Specific kind of food or just any?
Not specific. For me, I like a spicy chicken, which I find does really well with Casamigos. But even if you're having maybe a beef steak, it's not very specific on the food. It's just what you prefer. But if I was to recommend something, definitely a spicy chicken or a honey glazed chicken wings, if you like. Yeah.
Could you share a quick recipe for Casamigos that someone can do at home?
Yes. So actually, I would recommend what I'm having, which is Paloma. So it has Casamigos Reposado, about 50 ml, and has 50 ml of fresh pink grapefruit. So the pink grapefruit, you can actually find it in any supermarket. So you want to squeeze some fresh juice from it. Then you need some lime, freshly squeezed lime juice. You can get this from, a supermarket. And then to sweeten it, you want to use some agave nectar syrup. But just in case you're finding it difficult to get one, you can substitute with sugar syrup. And then just to top up, because it's a long drink, it's served in a highball glass, you want to top up with a splash of soda water or club soda for that fizzy balance for the cocktail. And then for the garnish, actually this is very important. So whenever you're making a cocktail, the garnish is supposed to represent an ingredient. So like in this cocktail, I can't garnish with
Orange.
orange or a banana. Not because there's anything wrong with the other fruits, but we don't have any of that here. So always remember that for the garnish, pick something that complements the cocktail and is already in it. So garnish with a pink grapefruit, and then if you'd like a straw, paper straw, because we're all about sustainability, and enjoy, of course, with your friends.
So what part of your career makes it easy for you to connect with people?
I think what makes it easy is because of the stories that the brands carry, and they're very relatable with Kenyans. Like I'll give you an example. For Casamigos, the name Casa to mean home, and then amigo is friends. So house of friends. And if you look at Kenyans, we are very friendly. We're a very friendly community. So when I look at a story like Casamigos, it's very relatable with Kenyans, because you'll always find us sat somewhere talking about deals. And Casamigos was started by 3 friends that just wanted to start something out of passion, and they ended up making a very profitable business. So if I was to pick something, it's the fact that the stories behind the brands are very relatable to Kenyans, and so we can derive inspiration, or we can even learn on how to, build successful businesses and legacies. Yeah. Girl, where is the hairline? Like, you know how I have a big forehead, and East African forehead, it's somehow not there. Okay, okay. You need some ice. You need some ice. The cocktail tastes much better when it is chilled. So always have ice. Even if you're not going to serve it with a cocktail, at least shake the drink with some ice to chill it. Especially now with the hot Nairobi weather, the cocktail tastes fabulous when you have ice cubes. So please have some ice if you want to enjoy your drink. And apple juice.
Pro tip.
Yes.
What specific brand in the Reserve portfolio do you connect with more?
Casamigos.
Got it.
So Casamigos, first of all, the liquid is delicious and easy to drink. And I think I like that both men and women can enjoy the liquid. And it's easy to make in terms of if you add apple juice. But what got me really stuck to the brand is the story. Because my friends and I, we like to, travel, we like to have a good time. And this got me thinking that maybe we can leverage on each other's skills and strengths to maybe build a business that is profitable. Because that's exactly how Casamigos was started, with 3 friends that just wanted to create fantastic tequila to gift their friends. And then the demand grew. A few years later, Diageo joins the table, ends up striking a deal that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So for me, that would be Casamigos Reposado. Yeah.
What are some of the lessons you've learned through your career journey, both good lessons and tough lessons?
I think I'll start with the good lessons. That Kenyans are appreciative of quality service, and if you're consistent at it, you actually build a name where they start to recognize you. You don't have to even introduce yourself. So I like that Kenyans are appreciative of someone that is keen to deliver quality. The tough lessons is, unfortunately, bartending is still looked down on in terms of a career. There are people that feel like it's not respectable. But if you really think about it, there are people supporting families. Like, I went back to school because of bartending. So if there's something that I wish would change, is for people to stop viewing bartending as, something that you look down on, but into a rewarding career where you are creative and you're serving people by bringing flavors to life in your drink. Yeah.
What would you advise someone who wants to take up bartending as a career and they're probably lost? What would you advise them?
I guess it's different if you're a female and a male. That's another thing that is a reality. So if you're a female, there's still stereotypes about working in the industry. So you kind of have to be a tough cookie. And you have to block out the noise and stick to the cause by believing in yourself. It's more rewarding because we don't have that many females in the industry. So if you are really good at what you do, you kind of stand out. For guys, the industry is very competitive. So gone are the days where you show up with colorful drinks, sharp talk. You really have to bring your A game because you're competing at a world-class level. So if you're looking to get into this industry, first of all, educate yourself on, the techniques, know your spirit, understand what premium drinks are. I'd advise you to stay away from artificial flavorings. Experiment more with fresh botanicals. And I feel like Kenya is rich in terms of be it fruits, spices, and herbs. So there's a lot that you can do. Have an open mind, whether you start in a posh bar or you start in an entry-level bar. Just have an open mind as well.
What would you tell 10-year-old Wangari?
Oh my God, that's deep. You've taken me back. 10-year-old Wangari was so unsure of herself and had self-doubt because I was always a creative and a bit of a nerd, so awkward. I would tell 10-year-old Wangari that everything will be okay and that she needs to believe in herself a bit more. That everything will be okay.
What should your consumers expect from you in the year 2026?
From me as Wangari or Casamigos?
For you and for Casamigos as well.
Beautiful. I think in terms of Casamigos, first of all, we are very appreciative of how much you've embraced the tequila. So you can look forward to more fun experiences, but also showing up more in your local menu, in your local bar's menu. As for me, when I'm not doing the brand ambassador work, I love to travel. And so this is actually an exclusive where I haven't said this anywhere, but I'm starting a new project that's called the Bougie Bartender.
What is it about?
The Bougie. No, it is. It's something that I'm really excited about. So the Bougie Bartender combines my passion for travel, but also brings to life the artistry behind bartending. So I'll give you an example. If you are looking for a getaway, and as Kenyans, we like a weekend getaway out of town, the Bougie Bartender has drinks experiences. So we'll create some cocktails that are tailor-made to the occasion. And we'll also have a private chef on board because food and drinks go hand in hand. So you get to experience some food pairing. Did I mention Wangari loves to dance and music? So we'll throw in some music over there. So picture a beautiful sunset in Nanyuki overlooking the mountain. You're surrounded with your friends. You're sipping on delicious Casamigos cocktails. And you're biting on some exquisite tailor-made food pairing. And then because we also love music, you have music in the background. So if you feel like dancing to the beat, that would be it. So that's what Bougie Bartender is.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So if you have an event.
Oh my God, this is so good. Like it just keeps getting better. Oh my God. Sorry.
So just if you are traveling,
is
it that individual people get to book you, or how does it work?
So the Bougie Bartender will be open. It's like a membership club. So you have to be part of the circle to experience what we experience. in terms of how you get to join, we have to screen you so that when you're traveling with amongst us, first of all, you're someone that probably has the right vibe for the crowd, but it's also, but it's also a great networking avenue. And I'll go back to Casamigos being created through, friends that started a business venture. So what we're seeking to achieve is bring the right people that have the same mindset together, but then also be able to trust each other to get into a venture and, build a legacy. So that's what Bougie Bartender. So vibes, but you also get to make meaningful connections with the members.
Should you hold half or?
I don't know, you do whatever you want. Oh my God. Oh my God. Haki ingekuwa asubuhi. Sasa nasikia tu hata kutembea tu hapa nje tu ionekane. Alafu leo ndio crush wako hizi tokea. Lakini ile siku yenye nywele iko sawa. Oh my God. So I noticed you're very keen on detail even when installing the wigs. Is that something you always had?
I wouldn't say I've always had. I think I've built it up, because I was even talking to someone today about how I was reflecting on my installs from 2019. I wasn't doing a good job for sure, but I feel like it's growth. I'd say it's something that I've built up. Yeah, and you keep learning, because in this industry things keep changing every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have one more question. What's a common mistake you see a lot with people that are wearing wigs?
Common mistake?
A common mistake that we overlook all the time.
I'd say not plucking your wig. See, a lot of people, there's this misconception that when you pluck your wig, it will run faster.
Yeah.
But I feel like every wig needs a bit of plucking.
Okay.
To your liking. If you want it plucked more, even better. But every wig should be plucked.
Okay. One more. How did you get to recording your guests when you're doing hair? Because this is not something that I've ever experienced. It's such a unique idea. How did you arrive at this?
It came from me actually styling a lot of people, and they're always telling me something. Every time someone is telling me something about their life, about their business, about their children. And I felt a lot of times I get good advice or I get good knowledge from my clients, and I decided to share it with the world. Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
What do you think about our hair?
First of all, it fits perfectly with my face and the makeup. I love how perfectly installed it is. Like I can't even see the edges. It looks so elegant and beautiful, to be honest. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome. Where would you wear it to? Now that you see it in its full element.
I would wear it, that's the thing, I would wear it to a red carpet event easily, but I'd also wear it to a laid back, hang out with my friends. Of course, get to take photos, because I want to remember exactly how this looks. Yeah, so I love that it's fabulous, but you can also, wear a casual outfit and it still just stands out. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming to my suite. It's been lovely.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And enjoy the rest of your evening. To House of Friends.
House of Friends.
Hi, Wangari.
Hi.
Are you ready for quick fire questions?
Am I? We'll see.
Okay. Tequila or whiskey?
Tequila.
First thing you notice when you meet someone?
Their hair.
One Kenyan phrase you overuse?
Tulia nikupange.
A small luxury you can't live without?
Perfume.
A bad trend you'd want to bring back?
Absolutely, more dance floors. We can get off our seats and get to dancing.
If Casamigos was a person at a Christmas party, how would you describe them?
Fun, playful, relatable.
A city or bar that changed how you see hospitality.
Ooh. A city or bar, that would be Barcelona.
A quote you live by.
Hard work beats talent.
Your proudest industry moment so far.
Uplifting bartenders so that they can believe in themselves more.
A book, a film, or a movie that shaped your creativity.
Focus.
A flavor that feels like you.
A flavor that feels like me, spicy.
Your biggest pet peeve.
My biggest pet peeve, wow. Small talk. I struggle with small talk.
Something people would be surprised to know about you.
That I'm actually very shy.
What sparks your creativity?
Exposure, travel.
Kenyan luxury spirit market in 3 words.
Exclusive, adventurous, aspirational.
Describe your mood right now.
I'm so happy and so grateful because I feel so beautiful in this, in the hair, in the makeup. So I just feel beautiful.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Finish this sentence. Sharon Wangari is...
Sharon Wangari is a woman becoming. So my story is still being written.
Period. Bye.
Bye. Oh, salut.